my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Mike Mansuetti, president of Robert Bosch, LLC. Mike joined Bosch in 1988 and has held a variety of positions of increasing importance in engineering, manufacturing, and management in the United States and Germany, including Senior Vice President, Technical Plant Manager in Anderson, South Carolina, and Senior Vice President of the Fuel Injection Business for the Gasoline Systems Division. In July of 2012, Mike was named President of Robert Bosch, LLC. In this position, he works with the business units and sales organizations to help guide the regional growth strategy with a focus on cross-divisional businesses, opportunities, and new business areas. By my count, Mike has been in his new role for less than 100 days. What fun. You've only probably seen the good stuff so far. I understand that he has been on a fast track since day one as president, traveling to many Bosch sites, learning about the various businesses and meeting with several customers. We appreciate that Mike is taking time away from a very full schedule to join us today. In speaking with him, I was fascinated by the breadth and scope of Bosch and how geothermal technology fits into the company's global strategic plan. Here to share that story with us, please join me in welcoming Mike Mansuetti. Mike. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim. Good morning. Thanks. Congratulations. First of all, congratulations on 25 years. That's quite an accomplishment. I enjoyed getting to know you, and thank you for letting Bosch be part of your family here. It's been a great experience so far, and I'm learning quite a lot. Actually, as Jim said, I've been on the ground here in the United States just a couple of months. But on my second day in the United States, I visited Martin down in Florida at our Florida heat pump location. So it was a great place. I was from the South, and getting back to Florida was nice. I now live in Detroit, so as you can imagine, a Southerner. Actually, my wife's the Southerner, but we lived in the South. It's always glad to get back down there. And I might be making a few more trips in the winter if we have too much snow. So I'm very pleased to give this keynote address at this year's conference and technical Expo. Around the world, people continue to look for ways to reduce costs, conserve energy, lower CO2 emissions, and protect the environment. Some may have once considered the green movement as trendy. I think that we can all agree that it is, in fact, a lifestyle that is here to stay. And as consumers look for the next big idea in their pursuit to protect the environment, whether it's where they live or where they work, those of us in the geothermal industry have a solution. And the challenge is that not everyone knows it. So as the green revolution continues, our job is to capture this share of voice in this critical dialogue and turn that green to gold, Jack. We need to be active participants in sharing information about geothermal technology so that we can influence perceptions and help share opinions. Through our collective efforts, we will give geothermal the appropriate standing among the key influencers, including government leaders, so that it is recognized as a viable energy solution. From my perspective, this is the story we need to tell. As consumers seek to find the most environmentally friendly solution to heat their homes or office buildings in the winter and to cool them in the summer, perhaps the greenest solution of all is right outside their door and just a few hundred feet below them. By tapping into the thermal energy of the earth, we can provide consumers with extremely efficient heating and cooling year-round and in virtually any climate. And as consumers enjoy the benefit of a cost-effective and consistent climate, all produced naturally by Mother Earth, they would be pleased to know that they are environmentally responsible. By using geothermal technology, they will leave no trace and do no harm to the environment. Our industry has one of the best-kept secrets. If the average consumer understood the power, consistency, and longevity of this technology overall, our share of the HVAC market would substantially increase. If consumers knew that by installing a geothermal system, they could save immediately up to 70% on their energy bill, they would appreciate that being green can also mean saving money. And if consumers put into context that while an upfront investment for a geothermal system is a bit higher than a traditional HVAC system, but realize that they could achieve a payback in just 5 to 7 years that can last up to 50 years, our jobs would be much simpler. Our challenge would then be, quite frankly, how do we meet the demand? I think we can help consumers, as well as those who support the commercial and residential building industry, make that all-important paradigm shift so that they factor geothermal technology into their design and purchasing decisions. Clearly, changing perception takes time, and today's economy and depressed commercial building and housing sector make that challenge even greater. But if the U.S. is to achieve energy independence, each of us must be willing to tell the geothermal story, many times and in many ways, and on lots of airplanes, so that consumers and other opinion leaders begin to understand the technology and seek it out. As members of the International Ground Source Heat Pump Association, I think we have all the right elements. We have the right technology, which has been tested and works. We have knowledgeable individuals who understand and can explain geothermal's benefits. That's all of us. We know the demographics of the population that would be most likely to want this technology, and we're all part of this trade association, which was founded at Oklahoma State University in an academic environment that fosters innovation and quality standards. IGSHPA, for example, has helped the industry by implementing effective training for all those who install this technology. We have all the right elements to continue to expand the public's knowledge and to drive the important understanding of this technology. Of course, you know this, and this is why we are here today. And I can think of no better place to expand my knowledge about this technology and express my confidence in it. Like you, Bosch is committed to the advancement of geothermal technology. This is a key part of Bosch's overall portfolio, which is linked to our tagline, Invented for Life. I'd like to share with you our strategic perspective and find common ground to eliminate some of the barriers that are inhibiting the industry from moving even faster into achieving greater public acceptance. By having discussions at events like this, I hope that we may come to realize that while our approaches may sometimes differ, our commitment to helping consumers understand this naturally green technology provides common and fertile ground on which we can build. In defining that common ground, let's collectively be the driving force that moves this technology into the mainstream. To fully understand why Bosch is committed to this technology and putting considerable resources into making it even better known and understood, it is helpful to understand Bosch and what drives our strategic focus. Most of you know Bosch in this sector by our brands, Bosch, Buderus, and FHP Manufacturing, many of which you know as Florida Heat Pump. The Bosch Thermotechnology division supplies high-quality heating, air conditioning, and water heating solutions through the professional installer. Bosch Thermotechnology division offers a full portfolio of sustainable solutions, including tankless, point-of-use, and heat pump water heaters, solar thermal systems, floor standing and wall-hung boilers, and geothermal heat pump systems, as well as controls and accessories for every product line. In the U.S., the Thermotechnology division has 3 primary locations: Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Londonderry, New Hampshire, and Williston, Vermont, with nearly 500 associates in these locations. This division is an important part of Bosch's consumer goods and building technology sector. While last year, as you know, the construction industry continued to face significant challenges, Bosch's consumer goods and building technology sector had worldwide sales of about 13 billion euros, or $18 billion. In North America, the revenue remained steady at about $2 billion. Now, what you may not know about Bosch is that we're also a global technology and services company that includes 2 additional sectors: automotive technology and industrial technology. Automotive technology is our largest business sector and makes up nearly 60% of our annual revenue. Bosch's worldwide sales revenue for automotive technology exceeded 30 billion euros last year, or nearly $42 billion. In North America, that number is about $6.3 billion, and this year's Bosch's sales revenue per vehicle worldwide will reach nearly 400 euros, or $500. Bosch's industrial technology sector, with worldwide sales of more than 8 billion euros, or $11 billion, includes the drive and control technology, packaging technology, and solar energy divisions. Solar energy technology plays into some of the same demographics of the green revolution as geothermal technology. In North America, the industrial technology sector had revenues of $1.5 billion in 2011. From geothermal units for residential and commercial application to home appliances and power tools, to solar energy and security systems and packaging, the Bosch Group is focused on delivering technologies that are invented for life. The diversification among these sectors, as well as the synergies among them, provides the stability for the company. With more than 300,000 people in 60 countries, Bosch had a record-setting year in 2011 with sales of over $72 billion, or 51.5 billion euros. Bosch's North America operations posted sales of $9.8 billion, an increase of 11% from the prior year, and the highest level of sales for the region in the decade. This success is due to Bosch's guiding values, many of which can be traced to our founder, Robert Bosch. His values, which are our values, provide strong foundation and define how we run the company. These values are future and results focused, responsibility, initiative and determination, fairness, cultural diversity, reliability, credibility, and legality. These values, along with the entrepreneurial spirit embodied by Robert Bosch, give our company a solid base on which to build and helps us maximize our growth. Some may think that Bosch is successful because it's a large company with many resources, and for that, innovation comes naturally. But I think that all companies, large and small, that have a strong values-based foundation to guide their actions will help retain and attract top talent. Innovation is fostered best in an environment where there is integrity, consistency, and predictability. With this foundation established, there are three major areas of focus for Bosch that enable us to maximize our potential in the current environment: long-term strategy, diverse product portfolio, and globalization. First, long-term strategy. In many companies, short-term objectives can take a lion's share of a leader's time and attention, and, if left unchecked, short-term objectives can overshadow long-term goals. However, balancing immediate needs with long-term gains is essential for keeping an organization and its people motivated, committed, and creating the next great idea. Bosch remains a company that takes good care of business today and orients itself for the long term. As a result, we strive to make sound, quick decisions, identify profitable growth opportunities for today and tomorrow. Our strong core business, supported by our values and our commitment to sustainability, pave the way to new areas of growth. Geothermal technology is one of the areas that we have strategically targeted for growth, as you may know. In 2005, Bosch acquired the largest manufacturer of heat pumps, Swedish IVT Industrier AB, thus establishing a footprint in Europe. In 2007, Bosch acquired FHP and thereby established itself in the US market. And in 2012, Bosch acquired Shandong Oak Air Conditioning Technology, which produces geothermal and water source heat pumps. And this new acquisition opens up market opportunities, especially in Asia. So as you can see, we are committed to the geothermal technology business on a worldwide scale. In the economic downturn of 2009, many companies reduced or stopped their investment in research and development, as they felt that it was the only course of action. Many companies reduced R&D because they felt compelled to mitigate losses and protect short-term profits. At Bosch, even though sales dropped in virtually every sector in which we operate, we maintained our investment in research and development. We balanced short-term gains with long-term objectives. And in doing so, we created a win-win for our customers and for Bosch. In 2011, Bosch invested 4.2 billion euros in research and development, which equates to about 8.1% of our sales. One reason we are able to continue this level of investment is that we are a self-financing, privately owned company with 92% ownership held by the Robert Bosch Stiftung GmbH, which is a charitable foundation. A second and significant reason is that we choose to do so. Although investing in the future is challenging, in challenging economic times is tough, for us it is essential part, it's an essential part of achieving our sustainability. We assumed that the downturn wouldn't last forever, although some days it felt like it would. R&D investment helped us prepare to move into the economic recovery in the strongest position possible. And it signaled to our associates that we were confident that the economy would rebound and that we were focusing on our long-term strategy. In return, our associates contributed to and trusted in the company during the crisis. We all know that R&D enables us to tap our associates' best thinking so that they improve upon existing technology as well as develop revolutionary solutions. And at a time when everyone was speculating as to whether the economy had hit bottom, for us, R&D built a bridge from today's technology to the idea of tomorrow's technology. And in the area of geothermal technology, if we do R&D right, those of you who are installers and contractors will be even more successful in using our products. Bosch is committed to a long-term strategy. Our commitment to a long-term strategy, coupled with our unique business structure, allows us to develop innovations sometimes ahead of market demand. In these cases, we continue to improve technology and help consumers understand its benefits. When the market is right for the technology, we are there, ready to provide it. The second area of focus is the importance of maintaining a diversified product portfolio. For most global companies, having a diverse product portfolio is a form of insurance. It allows them to reach more customers with more products and balance their revenue as demand ebbs and flows. Successful companies do their research in terms of understanding the customer needs and consumer considerations, as well as putting these factors into a larger context of where the world is headed. As part of Bosch's strategy, we monitor megatrends so that we anticipate rather than react. We investigate future market demands, sometimes 20 years ahead or more, to better understand how they will impact our business. Trends like increasing energy efficiency, which has a direct link to geothermal technology, as well as caring for an aging population and increasing urbanization, are impacting our product portfolio decisions today. Using this data, we draft scenarios on product and service portfolios so that we are ready as soon as some of these scenarios materialize. Looking at these diversified portfolio with these considerations in mind helps us to ensure that our products and services in our company's portfolio are the ones that will make a difference in the future and therefore are worth investing in today. For example, in December, Bosch integrated its Care Solutions business, which includes social alarm and nurse call systems, with its telehealth business. So bringing the 320 associates together as the leading provider of telehealth and personal alarm systems. This collaboration allows Bosch to offer a broad product portfolio and systems for home use to support older persons and patients with chronic diseases. Again, this is all linked to our strategy of Invented for Life. While we have three distinct sectors, our products often complement one another, which allows us to engage in cross-selling, a topic which I am devoting considerable time as president. For example, those in the construction industry may know Bosch for its power tools or its security systems. We use this as a point of entry with the customer, and working across the company, we group our products in a way that might be interesting or make the best sense for a specific customer. Continuing with the same example, a construction company may be familiar with Bosch hydraulics in their heavy-duty equipment or with the power tools used on the job site. We seek to expand their knowledge to include household appliances, geothermal heating, security systems, and other products that could be used in the structures they build, or maybe even introduce them to a clean, powerful diesel truck equipped with Bosch technology for their worksite. As some of you may already know, we have brought this idea to life in creating a net zero home, known as the EcoPlus home in New Brunswick, Canada. And we are about to open the Bosch Experience Center in Georgia in the sustainable community of Serenbe. Serenbe is located just 30 minutes from the Atlanta airport. I encourage you to watch for more details on the Bosch Experience Center because it takes our cross-selling efforts to the next level. Not only do we show technology integration, we also factor in consumer lifestyle as it relates to sustainability. These are both exciting projects that show linkages to our various technologies, which are all designed to improve the quality of life. This afternoon, my colleagues Mark Stimson and Nishant Saxena will give you more detail on these projects. I encourage you to attend their session. The third major area of focus for Bosch that enables us to maximize our potential and mitigate risk in a current challenging economic environment is globalization. A company's momentum will be fully realized when it puts long-term strategy and a diverse product portfolio into the context of the world. By that, I mean using innovation to spread great ideas around the globe and applying the technologies with specific local requirements and consumer needs in mind. As I referenced earlier, when I outlined the various acquisitions for the Thermotechnology division, Bosch has established a global footprint in the geothermal around the world. To recap, putting the right foundation and values in place and having the right strategic focus, long-term strategy, product diversification, and globalization are essential to maximizing growth. But what brings this strategy to life and energizes associates to reach farther than perhaps they ever thought possible is leadership. As diverse as our company is, I'm encouraging our associates to view the company as one. And as dedicated as each division is to advancing its products, we are fast coming to the realization that sometimes the best and perhaps the most effective way to advance our products is to team up, to cross-sell, and in fact, be one. One team with one voice, all supporting one company. So too, as each of us strives to advance consumer understanding and acceptance of geothermal technology, our leadership, yours and mine, will be essential in changing consumer perception. And while we may compete in the marketplace, and that competition keeps all of us agile, where we can come together in our collective commitment is to share the best-kept secret of geothermal technology. When consumers understand geothermal, I do believe they will embrace it, and it will become part of the mainstream thinking as a viable, affordable, green technology. So I will conclude as I began by expressing Bosch's commitment to geothermal technology. Again, I am urging you to tell the important story so that others may understand the value of this technology. So thank you very much for allowing me to share our perspectives on this industry and give you a little bit more insight to Bosch. I look forward to meeting more of you and talking with you during the exhibition. Thank you very much.